So I'm going to say your speech, or are you going to say it?
Okay. Hello, everyone. Of course, you all know I'm Jessica Griggs, Billie Griggs' first daughter, but not her only. She has been a mother figure to various groups of talented girls turned to women throughout her years at Thornwood High School, as not only an amazing cheer coach, but a phenomenal dean as well. I would like to thank everyone for attending tonight's celebration. My mother has committed many years to instilling morals and values into the students that she has guided over the years. We all can agree that being in school 7 days a week for 8+ hours has occupied more time in our life than our own family and place of living. Having a husband, family, and dogs to care for, my mother managed to efficiently lead many generations in the school, as well as successfully fulfill her role as a mother, wife, and owner of many things. Mom, you deserve this time for yourself. You deserve this celebration, and you deserve the world. You deserve all the peace and happiness in your future endeavors. I love you, and I thank you for being the woman you are and have always been. Phenomenal. This day is for you. I'm glad we're honoring you. Congratulations, Mom.
You know, I wrote that speech earlier today. She said it so well. Billie are fighting. I come downstairs with a towel on, breaking him up. And this is Billie, and she does it to me, and I won't say how often, from time to time. I'm calling the police! Call the police! I look up, and there are 2 police at the door. 2 black female cops at the door. And at that time, I had a decent job with the city of Chicago. I said, you know, Mr. Griggs, you know, what's going on? I'm like, well, my daughter, my wife, and my sister fight. And said, well, you know, this could make the news. You know, you gotta do something about this. How old is she? Like, she's like 16. You don't know what she'll say. You don't want to have any problems. And, you know, at that point, I think maybe a couple of 2-3 months later, Tyra kind of got herself together at that juncture. And she progressed, graduated. She's on the cheerleaders, one of the rough ones. Graduated from high school, went on, and you know what? Everyone has ebbs and flows, good days, bad, ups and downs. But as long as you have more ups and downs, and you accomplish what you're going to accomplish, and you stay steadfast, you know, it's an accomplishment. She got her nursing degree, and the first thing she did was come and shove it in my face. You thought I was never going to get this. I was walking in my grass, and I think I put the holes on it. But that's what family's all about, and again, I'm so proud of Tyra, and congratulations. And Jessica came to start tap dancing in front of me, and at this point, I want to bring the honors and all, and I love you, and you know, I'm glad that you can control everybody else's life and boss them. Continue to do that, because you know what? You can't do it at 25-18. That's my house. But no, I gotta boss the dogs and the birds, and sometimes look in the mirror and boss myself.
You see why I'm awesome, right? First of all, I want to thank all of you guys for coming out and celebrating this special day with me. I did not prepare a speech at all because I knew that regardless of what I said, it didn't matter. I'm retiring. So if I offend anyone, oh well. I'm gonna blame it on that drink I just had, okay? Yeah, it's making me talk slow, not fast. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. But my thoughts are probably gonna be all over the place, and I'm gonna blame it on the alcohol, okay? I don't know why they made me just drink without eating, but anyway. Most of you guys probably didn't know, and when my cousin, first I want to thank my cousin Renee. This is my first cousin. She's actually responsible for the program. She's responsible for the video. She's responsible for DJ. She did everything at no cost. Thank you. And I'm going to start. I want to thank my husband now before I get too emotional. I want to thank my husband for putting together, actually he didn't put it together, he paid for it, just kidding. Thank my husband for putting together such a wonderful event. Thank you so much. When he decided that he wanted to, basically be the master of the ceremony, we disagreed on that, okay? And you can probably see why I didn't want him to do it. However, since he was paying for it, I really didn't have a choice. So I secretly told Ray Banks, where are you, Ray Banks, to be on hold, just in case. Just in case he had just a little bit too much to drink, okay? But I want to thank you. You did a wonderful job. You didn't embarrass me. You did a wonderful job. You will not get this mic back tonight. I do want to spend this time to thank him for being such a wonderful husband and being very supportive, for allowing me to be the person that I am. I realized that I spent countless hours away from my home, and even not being there to do the wifely duties of cooking and cleaning, but he understood that my passion was not to be a housewife. My passion and my strength was to do what I did for 35 years, and that's to work with students and change students' lives. And I thank you for that. In addition, I want to thank my special daughter, Jessica. Thank you for allowing me to be, or for sharing me with hundreds and hundreds of other girls. And you did this unselfishly. I know there are many things that you and I probably didn't do, but I think we did enough. But I do just want to thank you for being so supportive and allowing me to do what I've done for the last 24 years. Thank you, and I love you. By the way, I know I'm not this emotional, I'm not gonna say emotional, but I know I don't say it enough, but I do appreciate you, and I'm so proud of you that you are working on your master's degree and entering a PhD program to become one of the best clinical psychologists, not just in Illinois, but everywhere. And then I really want to thank District 205. And I'm going to share this quick story. When I left Prairie Hills, let me go back to Prairie Hills. Is KJL still here? Yes. I want to tell you this before I start with 205. That you were like a mother and a sister. You were everything to me while I was teaching at District 144. You've taught me so much. And I always said this to you, and I think I was, 24, 25. I was this young girl, didn't know where I was going, I knew where I wanted to be. Didn't have a lot of positive influences in my life. But I do want to thank you for being that positive role model for me and for teaching me what I know today. For all of you who said that I was a bully, and that I was mean, and that I was tough, I learned it from the best, KJ. Thank you, Kay, for giving me that beginning that I needed to end to where I am today. Thank you so much. And I want to also thank my mom. My mother and I'm going to put it all out there in terms of everybody look at me and where I am today, but you really don't know where I started from to get to where I am today. And I think that I've helped you be more appreciative of what I've become. My mom and I are 15 years apart. So basically, we were like sisters growing up. I pretty much became, at 15, I started telling my mother what to do. Just kidding. My mother and I were best friends growing up. And I was just her child that, as my sister Sean said, she needed discipline. I never really needed discipline. She was blessed to have a child like me that I was very driven. At 15, I was very motivated at 15. And I had a lot of responsibilities on me at 15 as well. But I didn't blame my mom for it. I wasn't mad at my mom because, Mom, if I didn't have to step up and work with you and be your partner, I wouldn't be where I am today. Thank you so much for being that friend and that mom. Now, let me just say this to you guys. Now again, I told you I did not the speech. I didn't do it. If I forget to thank anyone, again, blaming on alcohol. But, so I'm going to go to District 205. And I'm going to say District 205 as a whole. When I left Prairie Hills, Kay Giles, being my friend, told me something that was going on because she was my friend and she actually looked at me like I was her daughter. I decided that she told me it was time for me to move on, and I took her advice and decided to apply for a job in District 205. One of my friends that was working at District 205 told me about a job that was going to become available at Thorn Ridge. So I went and I interviewed for the job at Thorn Ridge. Thought the interview went well. Gwen interviewed me. Left there thinking that I was going to get a phone call within a couple of days. Then the very next day, I heard Thornwood was hiring as well. So I reached out to Thornwood. Thornwood, Leroy Coleman, called me in that he said, we want to talk to you that day. So I'm thinking, why the same day? Not knowing that it was a catch and when I told him that I was a coach, that was like a positive thing. So he called me in that day for the interview with Dr. Ketalani. And left there, again, knowing that I probably had a job. And in my home, it has been everything to me. And it's going to be very, very difficult for me to leave a place that was my home and I loved so much. I watch over the years and I watch people as they retire and I look at how bitter some of them are and how they can't wait to leave because of this, because of that, and I look at them like, you stayed in this field for 35 years and you don't like it? I just couldn't understand it. So I thought that once I got to that point of 35 years that I would feel the same way. It never happened. Every day I walk down the hall, and I'm being honest with you, I purposely don't want to tell me how many days I have left, and I don't look at the calendar to see how many days I have left, because I don't want to know. I want to remember all the positive things and keep all that in me as long as I can. My office looks like it was the very first day of school. I haven't packed anything. Hint, hint. That's how much I love Thornwood. Thornwood gave me an opportunity to be a person that I always wanted to be, and I'm gonna go back again to my background. As you heard, that I did grow up on a plantation. In fact, I was told for years that I was born in a barn. I'm not sure how true it was, but I think I was, but I was officially taken to the hospital. But anyway, my family grew, even though slavery was over, my family still lived on the plantation. For various reasons. For number one, probably for being illiterate. My mom took the faith and decided that she didn't want that lifestyle for her child. I was the only child at the time, and packed her bags and left and moved to Chicago with my uncle Robert, who's sick in heaven right now. However, I was forced to go down to Mississippi. Was forced to go to Mississippi every summer without my mom. But my grandmother would take us to Mississippi every summer. And that type of living made me realize that that's not the lifestyle that I wanted. I wanted to change my family tradition. I wanted my family to know that we're better than what we were exposed to. And I knew that I could be that person to show my cousins and the rest of my relatives that we can do better. So, as they mentioned to you, I was the person in the family that took all the kids, even the ones who were older than me. I would make them sit down and I would make them read. I was their teachers. I wanted them to see that to get ahead, you needed to have an education. You needed to know how to read. I was that child that would go home every day instead of having recess. My mom was away trying to get her high school diploma and to start junior college. She went away, and I stayed with my grandmother. And there were about, probably when I said 20, about 20 of us living in this one house. We kind of bought our southern upbringing to Fordyce. We had chickens. Seriously. My grandmother even tried to have, my grandmother had a horse. Raise your hand if you remember that. All my friends over there remember that. She had a horse. Walking down the street, center to lane. I'm like, what the heck? I don't belong to this family. So, I was so happy when the mayor had this ordinance. They had to force her to get rid of these chickens and the horses and all this other kind of stuff, you know. But anyway, but I was that person that wanted to show my family. Anyway, I was saying I would go home every day to read my grandmother's mail for her and for my uncle because they couldn't read. Didn't look at it as being a punishment. I look at it as helping my grandmother and hoping that my sisters and my cousins would all look at what I was doing and want to do what I was doing as well. I did excel in school, elementary. I was always the teacher's pet. I was always the one the teacher used to go up to the board to show the math problems, to go to a certain group and read with the other kids. I was that. Was never gifted, so don't get me wrong. I was a hard worker. I knew at a very young age that if you wanted to get ahead, you had to work hard. You had to study. And I did that at the age of 8, 9, 10. When I say a lot was put on me, it was, but it made me the person that I am, and I have no regrets. But I wanted everyone to know that because I know a lot of you guys look at me today and say, wow, I do, for those who work at Thornwood, I have a reputation as being Queen Bee or Miss Griggs with all the money, which is not true. But anyway, I worked hard to get to where I am. I did. And it was because of my upbringing. And I'm very proud of it. I have no shame in it at all. And when all my girls who spoke, they knew I shared my story with them year after year after year. Letting them know that regardless of where you live, you can always do better if if you want to do better. And they believed in what I said to them. And many of them are doctors, lawyers, teachers. A lot of them have accepted. You heard a couple of them speak. That's just a couple. When I had my reunion about a month and a half ago, and I had about a little over 100 children to come back to thank me, and when I heard them speak, I didn't realize until that day how many lives I truly, truly touched. And I'm so blessed that God gave me that opportunity to work with kids and to love every day of what I did. Again, I want to thank you guys. Many of you guys are probably saying, what are you going to do now? Work with kids. It's not over. God gave me this gift, and I'm not ready to retire that gift yet. And my plan, and I know there are a lot of districts that would probably take me, and even at my age, that would probably take me, but Thornwood is my family, and I plan to be there as long as they need me. Can all my District 205 staff please stand? District 205, please stand. I want to thank you. Stay up. You're not that old. Stand up for you. I want to personally thank all of you, for 35 wonderful years. I'm going to miss you guys. Some of you guys, we go way back to the very first day Paul and Walker, we left Prairie Hills together and came to Thornwood together, and we're leaving together. So we've known each other since our first year graduating from college. We met in Prairie Hills. And actually, she came over to District 205 because of me. No, I came because of her. Okay, because of me. Okay, all right. So when I left Prairie Hills, it wasn't, I'm going to say unselfishly. When I left Prairie Hills, okay, I didn't want you to know this, but I took about 5 of them to Thornwood with me. But thank you guys, and you guys have always been so supportive. Anything that I did, anything that I asked you for, that was pertaining to students, you always unselfishly worked with me 100%. And because of all of you, I am not ready to leave 100%. Thank you, and I love all of you. And to the rest of you, like my childhood friends, I know I had my 2 best friends that come up, and I'm going to tell you guys this. When I'm a friend, I'm a friend. I am. And I have so many friends. I think I only have one enemy, and you all know who that person is. But so, if I have all these friends and only one enemy, it must be something wrong with her. And for those of you, I'm going to share this story with you guys, okay? Now, seriously, because you didn't know this, and a lot of people didn't know this, I grew up in Fort Heights, and we know how to fight. We learned how to fight at a very young age. We fight for food, we fight whatever. We fight for life, for gas. But, for some reason, I didn't understand why that person, I'm not going to mention any names, I'm too professional for that, I'm too classy for that. But I don't understand why that person just did not like me. And I wanted to leave my career of 35 years with no incidents. None. I had every evaluation that I had, and not too many people can say this, but every evaluation I had was excellent. Excellent. And even when that person did what she did to me, I still got an excellent evaluation. That person tried to break me and she didn't, because I still, everybody knew that I was still good at what I do. But anyway, I don't know what happened, but I'm just gonna say this. Yes, I got smacked in the face. Why? I don't know. I did. And it took all the 4 hikes not to come out of me. All my Hottest people know what I'm talking about. And all I could think about was how many kids would either see this or hear this and say to themselves, how can she tell us what to do and what not to do when she did exactly what she preached to us every single day? And all I could see was God telling me, don't do it. And do I regret not doing it? I don't regret it. I don't. And that's anything I could have done differently? Absolutely not. I've learned over these 35 years that you can't please everybody. You can't. All you can do is continue being the person that you are. But even after 35 years, if I only had one incident, I still know that I went into the right field. Now, I would never let that incident define who I am, because I know I'm much better than that. But I do want to thank District 205 for believing in me and supporting me and backing me. Because of you, I was able to end my last 5 years with the way I started. In fact, when that person left, my last 5 years has been the best 5 years of working at District 205. And now, I hope I didn't forget anyone. I just want to make sure I thank my family. Eddie, you want to stand up, please? Eddie actually works here. That's my cousin. That these 3 fine young men, that they are now my boss. Can you believe that? I used to tell them what to do as a dean. And now they're telling me what to do, but they have a hard time doing that. I want to thank you 3 for these last 5 years. And I know you guys look at me as a mother, but I want you to know that I wish you 3 well. I think Thornwood has the best 3 leaders that they could ever dream of. And I tell everyone that you guys, they're good at what they do now because I discipline them. I made them who they are today. No, I'm just kidding. But I wish you guys well. I'm sure I'm going to be around for the next couple of years to assist you in any way that I can. Whatever I can do to help you guys continue to be as successful as you are, I will be there. There's nothing that you guys cannot ask of me that I would not do. And I want you to remember that. I don't care. I'm known for coming in on a Sunday to work without pay. I'm known for coming in on a Saturday. That's what made me who I am today. And that would never stop. I would still be there for you guys because I want to see you guys do well. And I wish all of you well. Thank you so much. My board members, can you guys please stand? My board members. You guys, I did so well without writing a speech, but anyway. My board members, can you guys please stand? Nina Graham, I am going to miss you so much. I am. You guys, let me just say this. When I had that incident that I had, I really didn't know Nina that well. I know Nina's relative is one of my closest friends. But Nina, I want to tell you, and I did tell you then when that incident happened to me, that it was the support and guidance that I got from you that kept me going. Because I was at my weakest point. Because I didn't understand why why it happened to me. And the phone calls, and when you would answer my phone call, when I would call and ask you for advice, it was so genuine. And you made me feel so much better getting through that whole entire ordeal. And I didn't tell you then, but I want to thank you so much for getting me through that. And I love you, and I wish you well. Raymond, you guys, this is unbelievable. This man is a cheerleader. When I say that, at our football game, I actually coach his daughter. He's now one of the board members now, but I coached his daughter years ago. And even after his daughter graduated, he continued to support our program. Not only would he support our program, he would actually come out and do the cheerleading ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. you have, I can't say a father because we're the same age almost, but you have been like a brother to me from the time I met you till now. And everything that I do, you have always been supportive. And I know I must be special for my board members to attend my event because they really don't attend. It's too many events for them to attend. So for you guys to come to my event, I know I must have made a big difference, or made a big difference at District 205. But I want to thank you too for everything you've done. I know I can call you for anything. You've always given me advice. You can call me, you know, and I hope that we continue to be friends even after I leave Thornwood. My phone number will never change, and you can always call me. And thank you for being on hold tonight, even though I didn't need you. Is there anyone, I don't want to forget anyone, because you know, I have been drinking, I have, but I like this. Who's that over there? I can't see. Who's that? Who? Wait, my security guard, please stand up. The people that keep the building safe. How could I forget you guys? Stand up. Now, I'm going to say this to you guys because I know this is my night. I can talk as long as I want to talk, okay? But I know that I'm one of those deans that you guys, they kind of like ignore people's phone calls when you get security. Can you go to room 2424 to bring so-and-so to my office? I want to say this. You guys never not answer my call. You were always there to support me. And I'm going to really miss you, and I want to thank you for making my job easier. And I know my voice was kind of annoying most of the time because I was always calling you for your help. But guess what? Without your help, especially this year, I would say we probably had one of the best group of seniors. I've had my seniors for 4 years since they were freshmen. And they gave me hell as a freshman dean and hell as a sophomore dean. Even though I knew I was retiring, I was not giving up on these kids at all. I worked until the very last day with my seniors, making sure that they knew what they had to do. I didn't do like most people do, shut down and say, I don't care because I'm about to retire. Oh no, it was my duty to make sure that I hold them and make them accountable. Even if they had 5 detentions, you were not going to my prom until you served those detentions. And I had 100% to serve those detentions because they want to go to prom and they want to walk across the stage. We had for the first time not one senior prank. So I know that I gave them the best guidance, the best nurturing that they needed for those 4 years. They couldn't stand me as a freshman dean. Parents didn't like me as a freshman dean, didn't like me as a sophomore dean, but they loved me as a junior senior dean. Those same parents that would talk about this Miss Griggs was called, Miss Griggs, what can I do? Oh, now you want to talk, no? But anyway, it was funny to look at them and say, now you want to talk. But maybe you should have been listening to me when they were freshmen. But anyway, I do want to say we started this tradition. I hope you guys keep that, because it's very effective. Look at this senior group this year and see how much of a difference they've grown from freshman year to senior year if you keep one person working with them year after year after year. But thank you so much, and I hope I didn't miss anyone. Again, you guys, thank you for coming out. This has been I was sitting over there, and I'm glad I got all my tears out before I came to the podium because I really didn't think I was going to be able to say a word. But I'm very emotional, I am, and I asked my union rep, well, I really don't talk to that much, but I asked him, I said, let me ask you a question. Officially, technically, when is my last day? He said, I said, do I have to be out of here by the last day of school, which is, what, June 3rd? He said, well, no, you can really stay to June 30th. Good, I'm leaving June 30th, because I don't want to pack my office until the kids are gone. I'm going to have to do this in a way that's going to help me mentally, get through this phase, because I'm telling you, I'm going to cry. I'm going to miss this place. Thornwood has been everything to me. And all the teachers at Thornwood are still there. If you leave, in 30 or 35 years, and you are bitter, and you don't feel that you have accomplished anything, then you went into the wrong field. Because teachers should be leading the way I'm leading, on top. Students are there. These kids need you. You lead by example. When you're happy, they're happy. When you care, they care. When you put in that extra effort, they're gonna put in that extra effort. I am a witness to it because I lived it for 35 years. So if you leave and you're bitter, or you're there now and you're bitter, you need to get into another profession because this is not where it is in education. Alright? I say that, and I'm going to end by saying again that, and I know I'm going on and on, I told you guys I was going to be all over the place, but I just love my job. I really, truly love Longwood. I'm going to need some counseling. Or just a counselor. I'm going to, I am, but thank you guys again. And I never thought I would be, I didn't want this day to happen. I didn't want to die, but I didn't want this day to happen. It happened too soon. And actually, you know guys, I'm going to say this for real, this is for real. I called TRS and I asked them, is Jerry Doss here? Jerry Doss. I called TRS last year and I said, well, you know, technically I should be leaving right now because I'm young. I said, you guys gave me those 2 years of sick time. I don't want to use them. So can I just stay for another 2 years? And they said, if your district approved it, yes, you can stay. So I ran into my assistant superintendent Jerry Doss' office, had my letter ready. You know, I said, Jerry, I'm not ready to leave. And I just knew that, even though I made a lot of money, I did really well with District 205. But, and I know they were probably ready to get rid of me, but I know they would put money on anything in terms of kids. They would probably let me stay those 2 years. But I gave my letter to Jerry Doss, and he said, Billie, I'm going to tell you this, and I thank you for doing this. You know the state is passing this new law that no more 6%. Give me my letter back. So that's how I ended up leaving. So I'm actually leaving 2 years early. And I do wish that I probably could have stayed 2 more years, and that's why I'm going to still be active. Again, my fellow co-workers, if you want,
ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses for a toast to Miss Billie Griggs. Salute, Billie. We love you.